everyone, this is Marina from astrolato.com and you're watching my monthly forecast video for December 2016 for Taurus. Before we start with the forecast for the month, I want to invite everyone to check out my calendar for 2017, which is based on the heliacal phases of the planets, and there you can find the detailed information about every single day and the status of the planets, if they're visible, if they're invisible, and how it can affect you personally. So if you want to be prepared and plan your activities in the best possible way for you during 2017, please check out my calendar. Now let's start with December, and the first transit that we have for you is on the 2nd, which is Mercury moving to Capricorn, which for you is in your 9th house. This is a very positive transit for some kind of education. Both Mercury and 9th house are related with our knowledge, with our skills that helps us in this area of our life. So this is a very positive time for going to some kind of exams or searching for new information, finding the right knowledge that can help you to improve your plans or to build up your philosophical way of thinking. Also, Mercury in 9th house is a very positive transit for some kind of negotiations with foreigners, for having trips or vacations, especially if they're related with more distant places. This can be a very positive transit also for people who are working abroad or have business abroad or need to communicate more with foreigners. On the 7th of December, we have Venus entering Aquarius, which for you will be in your 10th house. And this is a very positive time, which transit, which means that there can be more harmony in your workplace. In your business, you can make some kind of changes which will improve the situation, which will improve the general atmosphere on your workplace. Also, this is a very positive transit for negotiations with business partners or with authority figures or with your managers and people who stay above you in the hierarchic system. Also, this transit is very positive for some kind of financial activities related with your work, because 10th house is related with career and work, and one of the meanings of Venus is that it's related with our financial state and our financial incomes. So this transit is very positive for receiving money from your work or planning for some kind of financial planning in your business. On the 14th of the month, we have a full moon on the 23rd degree of Gemini and Sagittarius, which for you is in your 2nd and 8th house. The full moon always activates one axis, and these are two houses which are in opposition, which means that we need to find the balance between two areas of our life. There can be also some kind of manifestation, you can achieve some kind of visible results, there can be a culmination for you regarding these areas of your life. In your case, this full moon activates the area of your resources and finances. So it means that that's a very positive time to receive some money or to pay your financial obligations, to clear to set free actually from some old things that are no longer useful for you, especially regarding resources and money. Another meaning of 2nd and 8th house is also related with our health. So this is a very positive time to make some changes regarding your health regime or your diet, or start some kind of therapy. On the 19th of December, we have Mars moving to Pisces, which for you is in your 11th house. And the transits of Mars shows the area where our energy is really focused, where our physical energy is put on, and where we need to be really present and feeling more independent and starting different things. So 11th house is related with your social activities, with your social appearance, related with communication in big collectives of people where you need to interact with others, but this interaction is not like having someone to control others. No, 11th house is related with our communication with people who are on the same level as us, where we need to be team players. So this is a very positive time when you can start different things with other people at the same time. Mars is always related with some kind of independence, so you may need to lead the things, you may need to start them, you may need to be the initiator, but during the around 2 months, while Mars will be in Pisces, which for you is 11th house, this is the time to try to be more socially active, not trying to be so independent, but instead searching for support from others. On the same day, on the 19th, we have also Mercury turning retrograde, which is in Capricorn in your 9th house. Mercury will be around the 16th degree of Capricorn while it is stationary, and Mercury will be retrograde until the 8th of January. We all know that when Mercury is retrograde, you should avoid all kinds of new beginnings, you should avoid starting new projects. Also, you shouldn't sign some important things or documents. And in your case, actually it may not be such a problem this period, because Capricorn makes trine with your sign Taurus. So the signs are in harmony, which means that you may not feel so stressful at the influence of this transit. But at the same time, you should still avoid the new beginnings. Instead, you may focus on restarting old things. And 9th house is all about our knowledge, our education, our perspective about the world, communication with foreigners. So if there are some old projects that you have left, which haven't worked for you in the past, now things may change for you. So this is a very positive time to focus on this area, but only to restart the old stuff and to try to find a way to restructure them. And on the 21st, we have also the Sun moving to Capricorn, again in your 9th house, which will bring even more energy in this area of your life. So we can say that this time will be very useful for you to reassess your future plans, your future goals, your perspective about life. And because we have still Mercury retrograde, it's the time to leave the old stuff and just try to make the right conclusions from the past. Also on the 29th, we have a new moon in Capricorn, which will be in the 8th degree. And for you, this is also 9th house. Probably this new moon will affect mostly the beginning of January, but you can be prepared from now. And again, this means that you should be more focused on long-term plans, on future goals. But as we said, try to look in the past and avoid starting totally new things. 9th house is also related with traveling, and while Mercury is retrograde in your 9th house, there might be some complications regarding travelings or communication abroad. So avoid planning some vacations or travelings, and if you really need to do that, you should check everything and be prepared that there can be some unexpected situations for you. And on the same day, on the 29th, we have also Uranus turning direct. Uranus is in Aries, which for you is in your 12th house, and 12th house actually is not making a major aspect with your sign. Aries and Taurus doesn't make this major aspect, which means that the influence of this transit may not influence you so strong. But at the same time, 12th house is always related with our unconscious mind, with some things that we have suppressed sometimes, or also with our emotional state. And Uranus is a planet that brings lots of unexpected situations and things. So it means that for you, around these days, so a few days before and after the exact stationary moment for Uranus, this can be a time where you can have some kind of insights which may come from your unconscious. There can be related with some ideas. Also, Uranus is the planet of liberation, of the planet which can set us free, and it means that this is a very positive time to set free from some things related with your past, which are no longer useful, which you really need to leave in your past. So Uranus and this transit can really help you to do that. So these were the major transits for you during December 2016, and I will remind you again to check out my calendar for 2017, where you can find a detailed information day by day about the heliacal phases of the planets and how you can use them in the best possible way to help yourself and to improve your life. Thanks very much for watching again.